This video is brought to you by iDetude Media. Hi, welcome to the Facts of Countries in Africa. Today, we're exploring Tanzania, one of East Africa's most stunning and unique countries. When you think of Tanzania, what comes to mind? Is it the majestic Mount Kilimanjaro, wildlife of the Serengeti, or the beautiful beaches like the one we see on internet like Zanzibar? Or is just that the fact it is the only African country led by a women president? What if I told you that Tanzania is also rich in history, diverse cultures, and has a fast-growing economy? In this video, we'll dive deep into Tanzania's incredible landscapes, its people, and the traditions that make this country so special. You'll learn about Tanzania's history, its unique culture, with over 120 ethnic groups, its breathtaking tourism spots, and the exciting future of this nation. We'll also cover some fun facts you may not know about Tanzania's economy, wildlife, place to visit, an untold story of Tanzania as country. The country itself, it is very interesting to visit and to learn more about. So let's jump to it.
Tanzania has 21 national parks, including the Serengeti and Ngorongoro crater. More than 40 game-controlled and game-reserved areas, more than 400 forestry reserves, and over 120 tribes with diverse cultures. Above all, we have beautiful Zanzibar Islands. This is just one country out of 54 countries of Africa.
And don't forget to scan this QR code for supporting this channel and this movement.
From around the first millennium CE, the region was settled by Bantu-speaking peoples who migrated from the west and north. The coastal port of Kilwa was established around 800 CE by Arab traders, and Persians similarly settled Pemba and Zanzibar. By 1200 CE, the distinctive mix of Arabs, Persians, and Africans had developed into Swahili culture. It is said that the mainland portion of what is now Tanzania was named by a British civil servant in 1920, from the Swahili words Tanganyika. What was known formerly as German East Africa became Tanganyika territory. In 1964, Tanganyika was joined with Zanzibar, an offshore archipelago of islands, to form the present United Republic of Tanzania. Vasco da Gama sailed up the coast in 1498, and the coastal zone soon fell under the control of the Portuguese. By the early 1700s, Zanzibar had become a center for the Omani Arab slave trade. The Bantu-speaking peoples migrated to Eastern Africa when trade between Arabic-speaking peoples and coastal populations was initiated in the 1st century BCE. Later in the century, Arab trading posts were well established along the coast and on some islands. Although Vasco da Gama landed on the East African coast in 1498, it was not until 1506 that the Portuguese fully controlled trade on the Indian Ocean. The Arabs traded along the coastline for centuries when Said ibn Sultan moved his capital from Oman to Zanzibar in 1840 to take advantage of the slave markets. During the early 19th century, Arab slave and ivory traders began to penetrate deeper into the interior of what was to become Tanzania. In 1890, Zanzibar became a British protectorate while the mainland became part of German East Africa. The period of German rule was extremely heavy-handed. When the Africans fought back during the Maji Rebellion of 1905, tens of thousands were killed. After the defeat of Germany in World War I, German East Africa was made a League of Nations mandated territory, called Tanganyika. Following World War II, Tanganyika became a United Nations trusteeship of Great Britain. Adhering to a policy of indirect rule, the British government used indigenous political systems to implement their control, resulting in much less open hostility than occurred during German rule. Tanzanians share strong feelings of national pride and cohesion. Tanzanians have resolved most internal problems without resorting to violence because of a shared language, the lack of political or economic dominance by any ethnic group, and the strong leadership provided by the first president of Tanzania. Tanzanians are extremely friendly, welcoming, and laid back, with very few specific rules to follow. There are many smaller indigenous groups with their customs, so take the lead from your guide and the people around you regarding best practices for each group. Zanzibaris are predominantly Muslim, and most people have a modest appearance, and many women wear a veil. When dining, use your right hand to eat and pass food. The Tanzania culture is Swahili, an Arab/African mix, but significant Asian communities, mainly Indian, are also in towns and cities. Tribes inhabit rural areas, including the Maasai of the Great Rift Valley of the North. Zanzibar is predominantly Muslim, so attention to dress is paramount, and women should always keep their knees and shoulders covered. Various festivals go on throughout the year in Tanzania, featuring traditional dress and dance. There are also periodic arts and film events, while objects of fascination can be picked up at markets nationwide. Tanzanian food is simple, and each tribe has its specialities. Ugali is hugely popular and is a cooked starchy paste made from flour and water. A meat stew usually accompanies it with tomatoes, onions, and other chopped vegetables. For most Tanzanians, including those who live in urban areas, no meal is complete without a preferred staple carbohydrate such as corn, rice, cassava, sorghum, or plantains. The staple is accompanied by fish, beef, goat, chicken, or fried pieces of meat, along with several vegetables or condiments, commonly including beans, chunks of pumpkin.
In the end, Tanzania is a country full of amazing contrasts. It has incredible natural beauty, like the open plains of the Serengeti and the towering heights of Mount Kilimanjaro. With diverse cultures, a rich history, and exciting wildlife, Tanzania has something special for everyone who visits. You also have places like Stone Town, with its maze of old streets and a blend of African, Arab, and Indian influences. This balance of tradition and progress makes it a fascinating place to explore. But what about you? Does Tanzania sound like a place you would like to visit? Whether it's for the natural wonders, the cultural experiences, or the peaceful beaches, Tanzania has something to offer everyone. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Would you like to experience Tanzania firsthand? Is there a specific place or activity you're most excited about? Thank you so much for watching this video and exploring Tanzania with us. I'm Christian, and you've been watching Facts of Countries in Africa by Idechode Media. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. And don't forget to scan this QR code for supporting this channel and this movement. We'll be bringing you more exciting episodes on other African countries, their histories, cultures, and natural wonders. So stay tuned. Catch you in the next episode.